Hello everyone, in this video we are going to see the asynchronous sequential counter. So already we have seen about the difference between synchronous counter and asynchronous counter. So synchronous counter means the same clock will be given to all the flip-flops, whereas asynchronous clock is nothing but only the clock will be given, direct clock will be given to the first flip-flop and all other flip-flops will be driven by the previous flip-flops. Okay, so in this video we are going to see the different points. Okay, so those points are written here. So first point is what is asynchronous counter. So already I told you that what is asynchronous counter. So here with the help of this diagram we can see here the clock signal is given to first flip-flop only and second flip-flop is driven by the first flip-flop's output, third flip-flop is driven by the second flip-flop's output. Okay, so this is nothing but the chain or cascading of flip-flops and this is called the asynchronous counter. And why it is called counter? Because for counting purpose normally we used the JK flip-flop in toggle mode. Okay, then and then only we can get the counter as a counting purpose. Okay, now second point is concept of up and down counting. So concept of up and down counting, in this point we will see how the same logic diagram, or if you will make some quite changes here in this diagram, then the same logic diagram can act as up counter or down counter. So it is having two concepts that I will explain you. Okay, so first of all we will see the basic difference between up counting and down counting. So up counting means, suppose this is the 3-bit flip-flop. Okay, 3-bit flip-flop, because normally we see the Q0, Q1 and Q2. We take the output here only. Okay, Q0, Q1 and Q2. So here Q2, Q1 and Q0. So these are what? The counting bits. So here the clock is applied to the first flip-flop and the output of this flip-flop is going to change sudden or immediately whenever we apply the single clock. Okay, and whenever the positive and negative portion of this on the Q0 will be generated, that time only the flip-flop 1 output will be changed, and finally the flip-flop 2 output will be changed whenever the positive and negative portion of the Q1 will be applied to this flip-flop number 2. So here this is the farthest flip-flop and this is the nearest flip-flop for this clock signal. Okay, so that's why this flip-flop is considered as LSB and this flip-flop is considered as MSB. Okay, that's why I wrote here Q2, Q1 and Q0. Here Q2 is MSB, Q2 is MSB and Q0 is LSB. Okay, now we know that the 3-bit sequence is from 000 to 111. Okay, so 000 to 111. So this is up counting. Okay, now how does it count in upward direction? Okay, that we have to see. So first, actually the flip-flops are connected in cascade fashion as Q0 is connected to negative age triggered clock. So actually all the flip-flops are having negative age triggered clock. Okay, so here for now, for your understanding, I am saying this this is Q0, that means normal output. Okay, so Q0 is normal output. I will say this is positive. Okay, I am just giving some signs, that's it. Okay, and this complemented output I am telling it as a negative. Okay, so this is I am telling as negative. Okay, I am calling is as a negative. So here when positive output is connected to negative age triggered clock, then definitely it is up counter. Okay, I want to say that if the opposite signs are combined, then it is called up counter. Okay, so in other way I can say that if the negative output, that means the complementary output of flip-flop, is connected to positive edge triggered clock. So here instead of this bubble I will directly connect this way, okay, like this. So this is positive edge triggered clock. I just removed this bubble, okay. So when negative output, that means complementary output, is connected to positive edge triggered clock flip flop, then also it is up counting, it is up counter, okay. Now for again when it will be it will become down counter. So down counter means same sign, same signs. So if I will use here negative edge triggered flip flop and I am connecting this complementary output of flip flop to clock, then negative negative, so this negative negative are the same signs. So this chain of flip flop will act as a down counter, okay. So this is all about the up counter and down counter, okay. So I will just reconnect this clock signal to Q0, okay. Now the third one is types. So types of asynchronous sequential counter. So basically there are two types, okay. So those two types are first one is natural counter and second one is mod n counter. Mod n counter. So what is meant by natural counter? So natural counter means how many flip flops we are using here? Three flip flops. So 2 raised to 3 is equal to 8. So actually this counter will give you 8 combinations, that means 0 to 7, okay. So 0 to 7, either it will count 0 to 7 in case of up counter, or it will count 7 to 0, that is down counter, okay. This is up counter, this is down counter, okay. So this is straightforward normal counter, means here we are not connecting any flip flops output to reset or preset or clear or preset inputs of the flip flops, okay. So this is just the natural counter, okay. Now what about the mod n counter? So mod n counter means suppose I want to use the 3 bits flip flop, 3 flip flops only, but I don't want to count up to 7. I want to count up to 4 or 5 or 6 or sorry, I don't want to count 7. But in case of mod n means suppose I want to count up to 4, 5 or 6, then in that case I will call these counters as mod 5, mod 6 and mod 7 counter. So what I want to say here, suppose I want to count up to mod 5 means it will count 0 to 4, okay. So counting will be done from 0 to 4. In case of mod 6 it will be count 0 to 5, mod 7 means 0 to 6. So here modulo gives you the actually remainder, okay. So here, so just remember that whatever n is there, so that n represents the number of combinations, not that actual value which will be counted. So in case of mod 5, 5 means the 5 will not be counted here, but whenever the 5 value will be arrived at the output of the flip flops, that time the flip flops will be resetted, okay, or cleared or presetted. So here mod 5, suppose this is up counter, then it will start from 0. In case of up counter it will start from 0, okay, in case of up counter. But in case of down counter, the value starts from 111, that is highest value, okay, because it is going to count down, okay. So value will be start from 7, okay. And if you consider again mod 5, mod 6 and mod 7, then it will, this number represents only the number of combinations, not that actual value, okay. So in case of mod 5, how many values it will count? 5 values. From 7 it will start counting 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. Okay, so only these numbers will be counted: 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. Okay, and after 3, when the value 2 will arrive at the output of these flip-flops, that time the preset, due to this preset, the flip-flops output will be set to again 1, 1, 1. Okay, so now next one is, in case of mod 6, for down counting, the initial value will be 7 and it will count down to 2. Okay, down to 2. Okay, the value binary 1 will not arrive here, that means it will arrive, but due to binary 0, 0, 1, the outputs will be set back to 1, 1, 1. Okay, so when the value 0, 0, 1 will arrive at the output of these flip-flops, that time the signal will be given to the preset. Okay, which is just set the outputs of the flip-flops. And finally, for mod 7, only 7 combinations are allowed here. 0, 0, 0 is not allowed. Okay, so 7 down to 1 are the combinations which we can get. Okay, so this is how the counters can be configured as in up counting or down counting. Okay, so this is the these are the types of this asynchronous counter. So now let us see some examples on this asynchronous sequential counter. Okay, now let us consider the first, that is mod 5 counter. Okay, in case of up counting. Okay, then how can we configure this same circuit diagram for mod 5 up counting? Okay, so if you don't connect any combinational circuit externally, then it will count up to 7, because we have not additionally connected any combinational circuit. So as the clocks will be applied here, what will happen? Due to this clock signal and due to this negative edge triggered clock, on each and every falling edge, the Q0 output will go on changing. Okay, so I have just drawn here the arrow symbols in 2 colors, that is positive edge triggered is drawn in red color and negative edge triggered in black color. So here on falling edge of the clock, the Q0 output will be changed. Okay, so like this. Okay, now this Q0 is connected to flip-flop number 1 as a clock. Okay, and this is also negative edge triggered clock. So whenever the falling edge will arrive on the Q0, that time only the Q1 will be toggle, because the J1 and K1 are tied to 1, 1. Okay, everywhere the JK flip-flop is connected in toggle mode. Okay, so on falling edge of the Q0, the Q1 output will changed like this. Okay, now the Q1 output is connected to flip-flop number 2, and this flip-flop number 2 is having negative edge triggered clock. Okay, so when the falling edge is arrived on Q1, that time only the Q2 status will be changed. So suppose initially Q2 is 0 and here the falling edge is arrived, so the state will be changed here. Okay, so this is how the timing diagram of up counter. So let us see, the Q2 is here MSB, Q2 is MSB and Q0 is LSB. Is it right? So Q2 is 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0. So this 0, 0, 0 was the initial state. Okay, so we don't consider it. Then 0, 0, 1. Okay, so I will just treat here only single 0. Okay, then 0, 1, 0, 0, 1, 1, 1 0 0 1 0 1 1 1 0 1 1 1 0 0 0 0 0 1. Okay, so here up to this point you can see it is counting in upward direction, that is 0 0 0 binary decimal, in decimal it is 0, then 0 0 1 is 1, 0 1 0 is 2, 0 1 1 is 3, 1 0 0 is 4, 1 0 1 is 5, 1 1 0 is 6 and 1 1 1 is 7. Again the sequence is going to restart, that is 0 0 0. Okay, so this is how the natural counting is being done. But in case of down counting, where will be the changes? In case of down counting, the rising edge or the similar signs are required. Okay, connection of similar signs are required. So suppose this is positive edge triggered clock. So here positive output is positive and clock is also positive. So in case of this diagram, I will just remove this bubble. Okay, so what will happen? This binary sequence will be continued. That means this Q0 output will also be changed. Okay, I will just remove this. Now let us see on each and every rising edge. So here the rising edge is occurred wherever red arrows are shown. I will just draw the sequence. Okay, so first the Q0 output will be changed on each and every rising edge of the original clock. Okay, like this. Okay, now this Q0 is applied to flip-flop number 1. Okay, and whenever the rising edge is arrived on Q0, the flip-flop number 1 output will be toggle. So initially if Q1 is 0, then it will become set to 1. Okay, and it will be toggled on each and every rising edge of Q0 like this. So again here in case of Q2, the Q1 is acting as a clock to flip-flop number 2. So on rising edge of each and every the rising edge of Q1, the Q2 output will be changed. Okay, so this initially it was 0 0 0, then it has been changed to 1 1 1, then 1 1 0, 1 0 1, 1 0 0, 0 1 1, 0 1 0, 0 0 1, 0 0 0, and again it will be changed to 1 1 1. Okay, so here up to this the sequence was continued to down counting. Okay, this is value of 7, this is 7, this is 6, 5 4 3 2 1 0, and again it is start from 7. Okay, now this is all about the similar signs. If you connect this Q0 bar to negative edge triggered clock, then it will again count down, because the same signs, Q0 bar means negative sign and negative edge triggered clock means also negative. Okay, so in case of same sign it will count down. Now we will see the mod 5 counter. Okay, so mod 5 counter means actually it will count up to 4, and as the value 101 arrives, that means Q2 Q1 Q0 will become 101. That time the flip-flops will be reset to 0 0 0. That means outputs of all the flip-flops, original output or normal output, will be set to 0 0 0. That means we have to add some combinational circuit which will check at each and every instant that whether the outputs are 101. If it is, then the output of that combinational circuit will be reset to all the flip-flops. Okay, so let us see how does it work. So consider Q2, Q1 and Q0. So starting from 0 0 0, 0 0 1, 0 1 0, 0 1 1, 1 0 0, 101 110 111. Okay, and here we will take some combinational circuits. I will call it as F. Okay, so for which combination normally for mod n counter, and if you want up counting, then normally we use the NAND gate. Okay, you just remember this directly. Okay, normally we use the NAND gate. Okay, and this NAND gate okay, so I will just draw here the NAND gate. Okay, why I am taking here NAND gate? Because our clocks are having negative or active low clocks. Okay, so these are active low clocks I am considering. So if the clear pins are active low, then we have to prefer NAND gate. If the clear pins are having active high signal, or these pins are active high pins, or it will require the active logic 1 pin on these pins to clear the outputs, then we will prefer the AND gate. Okay, so now if the clear pins are active low pin, use NAND gate. If clear pins are active high pins, use AND gate. Okay, so consider the clear pins are active low, so we use here NAND gate. Okay, and you know the truth table of NAND gate. If any input is logic 0, the output will become 1. Okay, so here for this combination 101, when this combination will arrive, that time the output of NAND gate should be go low. Okay, should be go low. So that means which inputs should be connected here? Q2 from Q2, Q1 and Q0. So just focus which where are the logic ones. So Q2 and Q0 are having logic ones. So here we will connect Q2 and Q0. Okay, so when Q2 and Q0 and Q2 will become 1 1, that time the NAND gate output will become 0. Is it right? And this 0 should be applied to clear pins of all the flip-flops. Okay, so as the 101 arrives, actually the Q1 is having no problem, because we are not checking the Q1. Q1 is not connected to this combinational circuit. So even if Q1 is equal to 1 or 0, it doesn't matter. But we are checking this one and this one. So what will happen if any input is here 0? If any input is 0, the output will become 1 1 1 1. But what about this? Here the Q2 has been set to 1. But due to this 0, the F output, so I am calling this output of NAND gate is F. Okay, so due to this 0, the output of NAND gate will still remain 1, and due to this 1, so only 101. So due to this combination, the output of NAND gate will become 0. Okay, now I hope you understood this mod 5 counter, because we are just taking only 5 different combinations. Okay, now if I will tell you to change this mod 5 counter to mod 6 counter, then where will you change it? Mod 6 means what? Total we want 6 combinations. Okay, stable combinations, and whenever the 7 will arrive, for mod 6, that means only 6 combinations are allowed, 7th combination is not allowed. Okay, mod 6 means we have to check for value 110, value 110. So here just focus, where are logic ones, where are logic ones. So q2 and q1 are logic ones, so this q0 need not to test. Okay, so just test here q2 and q1, that's it. So up to these combinations, these two bits are having at least 1 0. Okay, up to this point. So from up to this point the f output will set to 1 1, but here the q2 and q1 are set to 1 1. So due to this 1 1, we have to disconnect this and connect here. Okay, so now q2 and q1 is sensed by the NAND gate. So when the q2 and q1 will become 1 1, that time the f will become 0, which will reset the all the flip flops, and it will start again from 0 0 0. Okay, so this is all about the mod 5 and mod 6 counter. Now in case of down counting, okay, what will happen? In case of down counting, suppose I want to down count for mod 5 counter. Okay, down counting for mod 5 counter, that means we want to count from 7. So we will write the sequence in reverse order: 1 0 1 0 1 0 1 0 1 1 0 0 1 1 0 0 1 1 1 1 0 0 0 0. So this is just reverse order. Okay, this is value 7 in decimal and this is value 0 in decimal. So now for mod 5 down counter, only first 5 values should be considered, sixth value should reset to 1 1 1. Okay, that's it. So for these 5 combinations, the flip-flop output, the NAND gate output should be reset. The NAND gate output should not affect on these flip-flops, but whenever the value 0 1 0 will arrive, that time the f output should preset or set the q0, q1 and q2. Okay, so in this case which logic gate should be used? Okay, which logic gate should be used here? So just see here 0 0. So when 0 1 0 combination will arrive, the flip-flop output should go high. Okay, so as long as, now you can see here which flip-flop should be used here. For 1 1 1 the output should be, so here now just focus on these flip-flops. So here preset, consider preset are having active high. Okay, preset are having active high signal, it requires active high signal. Okay, that means when these two bits will become 0 0, the output should be set to high. Okay, so in this case which logic gate should be used here? So when all the inputs are 0 0, the output should be go high. If any one input is logic 0, that time the output, if any one input is 1, the output should go low. So obviously we have to use here NOR gate. Okay, so instead of this NAND gate we have to use the NOR gate. Okay, and we have to test here only q2 and q0. So when q2 and q0 both outputs are 0 0, that time the NOR gate output will go high. Okay, which will set all the outputs of flip-flops will to set to 111. Okay, so Q2 is checked and also Q0 is checked. Q0. Okay, I will just draw here Q2 and Q0. So like this. Okay, so this is about our this is our mod 5 down counter. Okay, now in case of mod 6 down counter, what will we change here? So here we have to check Q2 and Q1 because these two bits are 0 0. Okay, so in this mod 6 counter, the Q2 and Q1 must be connected to input of NOR gate. That's it. Okay, so this is all about the asynchronous sequential counter. I hope you understood this this video, and if you liked this video, then please click on like button and share it with your friends. If you are new to this channel, then please subscribe to the channel. Thank you.